17. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Breaks into the open. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Dogs in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Harper. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Harper. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Bears the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea?
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side. They just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Volunteers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Lowers those pads. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out and get you a stop, but this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just the kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of...
There he goes. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The short hands, it's Rossi. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds his man. It's Harper. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to get the edge on the left, finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vols!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Spears. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. Off the RPO, complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Try to get it to the edge. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Rasmussen. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the tailback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pitch to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia, 14.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Oh, better look out! Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air, it's Rasmussen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time it's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Rasmussen. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. That's caught. It's Harper. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Wiley. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There he goes. The tap. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just 1 bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They are up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Running into the open space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Jumped on top of the pile.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. So we open the final period with a third down play. Easy. Back has it. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Third and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get outside. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Brings up
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Vols will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Dyer. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At the 47-yard line. Third down coming up.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He now has 115 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Got it in the middle, it's Dyer. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The sure hands, it's Dyer. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. That's caught. It's Riley. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Makes the grab. It's Wiley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kickoff.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll operate out of split backs. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of